get mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love it.
First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Yo.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15.
What we got? Just go and show you how to swing the license.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
Be alert! Be alert!
I'm not sure. I know previously I had to do DUI once before, but I had a temporary license.
Now on second and 16, Foles, and he'll get that to Fournette, complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Yeah, when I swerved, it was like went up the road a little bit. Blew my tire. And then as I blew the tire, I get out the car, I'm looking at the car. Oh, man, I didn't know the tire was blown, so I got out and looked at it. I get out and look, and as I'm looking around, that's when the police come.
Now Foles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's like $100-something, and it's like $15 a day.
From the 39, Foles. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Knowing that everything's about money, I'm pretty sure they fire this time. Build up. Huh?
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Oh, no. Oh, mommy no came down.
Foles. Completes it to Lee. A very solid gain of 27. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Yeah.
Check. Out. 54, set.
From the shotgun, Ryan looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
No, I could do that Thursday. I could do that.
3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Foles. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Yeah.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
Foles now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Fournette. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
He's okay. He's better.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Keep going right at him. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Rolling to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And Lambo will put this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Exactly. So I'm playing everything. It was
that'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Let's go.
Yeah.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
49, check 49, check 49. 54, south. Space. 44 is Mike, 44 is Mike. Check. Woo-hoo. Watch the shift. Watch the slide.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Rush in.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check.
Third and long. It's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's taken on the 25. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Here we go on second and 12. And that is incomplete. D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver. And it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
That cash out thing.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000 team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And all the way down to the 26. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 26.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Now Ryan on first down. This one caught by Ridley. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, let's go.
They're running the jet sweep with Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
They come out here in the eye. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Jeremy Hill as the first half is winding down. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Hey, 59, ready.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Heavy on the edges. Check the hot read. 21.
Now Ito Smith. Touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Fournette. Oh, a nice spin. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
3rd down.
Come on. 180. Come on. Got him.
They're going to look to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
A gain of 26 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up first and 10. He'll drop to throw. Lee's got it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
They will run with Grant. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Corey Grant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it's now 17-14.
Falcons 17. Josh Lambo.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Falcons take over first and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Wait. Be dead. Get up.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. You must be.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Foles now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. Grant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Check. No. Hey, watch the ball.
Now Foles. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
At the 4-yard line.
Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. On second down, it's Freeman. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Wide 25! I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Hey, South!
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, Mike 47.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 56 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down and 4, Ryan caught by Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
490. Check. In your face. 21. Show it. He's coming. We got double.
This is Freeman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Ready, blue 80, blue 80. Mark 27.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Check. 51, Sam. Check 26, check 26. Ready to go.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Back to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
He'll look to throw. Completes it to Lee. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Check.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's get out the field, defense. Check 45.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Mike, 44. Oh, you got deep?
Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Falcons, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.
I'm about to make a play.